Hi, I'm Ngebo, mechatronics engineer and training content creator. This video is targeted for people who are looking at getting control and automation jobs in the FMCG industry or the food and beverage industry. So if you are making a switch from mining, steel, petrochem to the food and beverage industry, or if you're already someone within the industry as an automation technician or artisan, even a graduate, then these videos are for you. I will be giving tips on what you need to know for job interviews in the control and automation field, as well as the education that you should be investing in if you want to be a better artisan or technician and get promoted to an automation engineer position within the food and beverage industry. You see, the reality is that the technology that is being developed in the control and automation industry is advancing faster than the training that you are getting in your current company. So I want to give you tips on the education that you should be investing in and the questions that you should be asking in your plant when you're doing training so that you stay relevant. So let's start with the video. So before I left my previous job as an automation engineer or process control engineer, as it was called in my previous company, I was fortunate to be part of the interviews for my replacement. And during and after these interviews, I realized that the candidates had a lot of gaps, especially the guys that were switching from another industry to the food and beverage industry in terms of understanding the manufacturing systems. Unfortunately, these gaps can really determine if you get the job or not. I am not being ridiculous. Just one gap can really make you not get the job. For instance, if you are interviewing for an automation engineer position and you don't know how networks and IP addresses work, then it is over. You are not getting the job. Now, I'm not trying to shame anyone. Please don't get me wrong. I know that we can't all know everything, and some things you kind of have to learn on the job. But when it comes to this example, the reality is that you're going to get the job, fine. And mark my words, within 3 days of working, you're going to get a call from the control room saying, Alpha, this is Eagle. Alpha, this is Eagle. We have lost communications on PLC 3. I repeat, we have lost. And you're going to have to fix it because it is a network issue and it's part of your job. It usually happens on the third day, like a Wednesday, at 3 a.m. in the morning. Ask anyone. I'll fight anyone who says otherwise. So consider that as tip number 1. Know how networks work as well as IP addresses. Whether you're a technician, artisan, automation engineer, it is good to know and it will help you in your problem solving. So before we move on, I just want to emphasize that these videos are not a cheat sheet series. You really have to get exposure and experience on these topics. If you are going for an interview, do not just read up on these topics and say that you know them. Because man, if there's one thing that I know, computers and machines can smell fear and incompetence. And they'll expose you so badly, you're going to be really fired. So do the right thing and learn things the right way and know them. The aim here is to give you the right tips so that you invest in the right education and you begin to ask the right questions in your plant so that you can advance your career and become better at your job. So let's get started with the videos.